Hello.
Hi, Ian.
Hey, hello. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Fine. Yeah, fine. Did you see next week I'm going to have a vinyasa class?
Oh, really?
Yeah, but it's on Wednesday at 9. I don't know if you can come.
9 in the morning. No, I can't. I teach.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry. Oh, well.
Okay. At least I have this class today.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
All right.
All right. So I'm going to mute myself and camera off. Okay.
Okay, fine. Yep. Yeah, I'm not going to start yet until 11. I won't start till 11.
Good morning.
So hey Judy, let's use a band or a strap, or if you haven't got anything like that, a scarf would do to put around your foot. You know, we're gonna do some work with the scarf or the band. Hopefully, everybody's got something. Hey Mary. I can see you.
Hi, Ian.
Hey Seema.
How you doing?
Okay. Yeah.
You see me, right?
I can see you. Yeah.
Okay.
I can see only you actually right now.
I'm high up.
I haven't got the gallery on. I can only see one person at a time. So,
Okay.
because you're talking, I can see you.
That's good. Now I can hear.
It's usually the people who talk, I can see them.
Okay.
But at the end of the class, I'll put the gallery on, so I'll be able to see everybody.
Good.
So we're just gonna, we're gonna use a band or a scarf or a belt today.
Okay.
You got one, Seema?
I'm going to grab it.
Okay, good.
I've got a scarf.
I have a
Scarf
belt.
is good, yeah. As long as it's long, you know, we're gonna do the thing, putting
Okay.
the band
I got
around
it.
our foot. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. All right.
All right. Oh. Mm. This is fun.
We got 12 people. Well, no, 11 people so far.
Pretty good.
Very good.
Plus me and plus probably Aaron. I don't know. So the other host. We've got-
And
We'll just wait for a couple more minutes and then we'll start. I'll mute you all. Who else is here? Let me see. I recognize some people's names. I recognize some people I don't. It's like I don't know.
Hi,
Hey,
Ian.
nice to see you.
Let me turn my back to.
Where's your daughter?
Oh, Lara, come over here.
Is she gonna join? Hey,
Hi.
nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, people are keep joining, so we'll wait for a little bit.
Okay.
see Anne.
So your choice is to be. You can either be in your chair for the beginning of the class, or if you can, we're gonna stand up. So you can do the same exercises in the chair if you need to. Hey, Ellen.
Hello.
How are you?
Hi, Ellen.
I can see the one person. I can see people when they join. See, I don't have the gallery. I don't have the gallery on. I only have. But I will put the gallery on at the end so I can see everybody.
Good, good.
Ian, are we going to do anything with the block?
I mean, if you got one, yeah, a block, yeah. You know, just put your, if you need to put your foot on it, you know, at that, and we'll do this, probably do the block between our legs between we stand up, like we normally do, yeah. If you have it, if you don't, a paperback book would be, a nice light paperback book would work also. Or like a box of tissues, which is not too heavy. You don't want anything too heavy, otherwise it'll be too much to hold up. Oh, well, we got, so what do we got now? We got 18, yay. All right. All right, so I think people can join after the fact. I don't know if they can or not, I'm not sure. But I guess it's 11:02, so we'll go ahead and start. I'm gonna mute everybody now. And off we go. We're gonna either start in your chair or you're gonna stand up. That's up to you. Okay. All right. All right, so either if you're sitting in your chair, sitting tall in your chair, if you're standing up, you want your feet under the hips, feet are parallel. You may not be able to see my feet because I'm kind of tall, so, but they are parallel and they're facing straight forward. So let's go ahead and just roll our shoulders up, back and down, and then just bring your hands to heart center, keep the shoulders back. Let's close our eyes if we can and just take a few long breaths just to bring yourself into the practice. Breathing in through the nose and exhaling out through the nose. Do that a couple more times on your own, lengthening through the breath. All right, keep a lengthened breath, but if your eyes are closed, just flutter them open. And now we're going to inhale, we're going to open up through the chest. And exhale, come into a little chair pose. So you can, if you're on the chair, you can hinge forward a little bit and then come back straight up as we inhale. Palms are facing up, exhale, come down. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Hold it. Hold it in your little chair or just hinging forward a little bit. Now I'm going to turn over to the right. A little twist. And come back to the center. Over to the left. And back to the center. One more each side. Hold it, and then lifting up. And then bring the arms up. We do a little swing down on an exhale. And then inhale to lift up. You can do the same thing in the chair. Nice loose movement. If you're standing up, a little bounce at the bottom. A little bounce, then a lift. Just warming up, getting the blood flowing. Last time, hold it at the top. We're going to a side bend. Keep the shoulders down, going over to the right, keeping the chest open, rooting down through the left foot. As you inhale, come up a little bit. As you exhale, see if you can reach, reach, reach. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. And then reach, reach, reach. And hold it. Keep the chest open. Breathe through it. Don't hold your breath. Stretching out the whole of the left side. Inhale to come up. Exhale to come over to the other side. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, stretch over. And again, inhale, maybe lift up a little bit. And then as you exhale, stretch over. Holding it, but not holding your breath. Breathe through it. Breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. And then lift up and come down. All right, we're going to go ahead and get our strap or our scarf. Scarf would work totally well. I've got a scarf here, or I also have the strap, but I use the strap. I mean the scarf today. So bring it out in front of you, nice and wide. You draw the shoulders down, your feet are parallel, right? You're trying to keep your ribs woven together as you do this movement. So you're going to inhale, lift up, and then you're going to come up and back. Exhale. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come back. Nice long breaths. Inhale, exhale, and inhale, exhale. Couple more. Then you're going to just finish up with the band in front of you like this. Keeping the hips square. Keep those hip bones like headlights. All you're going to do is twist over with the torso over to the right. And you're going to come back on an inhale to the center. Exhale, twist over to the left. Inhale back to the center. Couple more times. Nice. And then release. Just shake out the shoulders a little bit. That's it. Roll them back. And then just roll them forward a little bit. All right, we do one last thing for the shoulders before we sit down. Let's bring the scarf or the band or the belt onto our left shoulder. And let's actually just bring our left arm across. Keep the shoulder down. I'll move back a little bit, so you don't need to see my feet for this one. And then bring your elbow. Get your elbow and push that hand down onto the scarf. And then just leave it there and bring the left arm out to the side. Turn the palm back to the back of the room. And then go ahead, bring the back of the hand onto the back and see if you can curl the fingers up a little bit closer together. And just take some deep breaths. Deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. Very nice. And just release down. Shake out a little bit. Move the scarf or the band to the other side. Start off by bringing the right arm across the body like this. Putting it in. Keep the shoulder down though. Then grab hold of the elbow and push the hand down onto the scarf. And then bring the other arm out. Turn the palm backwards. And then bring it up onto. That's it. And just hold it there. Try to stand up as straight as you can. Maybe try to push your head back a little bit into the arm. And just breathe through it. And then just release, shake out. Nice. And then we're going to come down. You can move the band to your side. We're going to use it later, or the belt, or the scarf. It could also be one of these things as well. One of these, if some of you may have these. So you could also use that. All right, so come and sit down in your chair now. Let me see if I can just move it back a little bit so you can see my feet. Maybe. All right. Nice. Now, right away today. So let's bring our hands far forward. We're keeping the spine long. As far forward as you can, maybe on your knee, you may be able to. As you inhale, going to draw the hands back on the thighs, draw the shoulders back, open up through the chest, hinge forward, and lift the chest and lift the gaze. As you exhale, you move the hands back forward, you pull the belly button in, you spread the shoulder blades apart and look toward your belly button into your cat pose. And then we're going to move through each position on the breath. Inhaling to come into your cow pose, exhaling to come into your cat pose. So we're mobilizing the spine here and the hips. Everything's connected. So we're trying to do an integrated movement here. Shoulders are involved, head is involved. Keep moving through it on the breath. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to come back. Let's do it one more. And then as we inhale, you're going to come up straight. I'll turn back towards the center. We'd start off with some head isolation. So looking over to the left, straight over to the left. Drop the chin down to the chest. Everything stays the same below the neck. Nothing is moving. You're like in a block of concrete. And then just move through that on your own. Little half circles. Drawing the chin to the chest, squeeze your abs in and up while you're doing this. So you're really aware, mindful of what you're doing. You're isolating just the head and the neck. Using the weight of the head to guide the move. Then the next time the chin comes down to the chest, just bring the gaze forward again. Keep the shoulders back. Don't let anything change. You're still up straight. Your feet are parallel on the floor. Bring your hand on your left hand onto the side, right side of your head. And let's bring the right arm out now. Point out through the fingers. Draw, make that big space between your shoulder and your ear. And see if you can just ease it over a little bit more. Breathe through it, don't hold your breath. And then coming back to the center and just going to the other side. Same thing on the other side. Drop this shoulder down. Point out through those fingertips. In my yoga, we try to make everything mindful, so we're aware of what we're doing with everything. Another deep breath. And then just come out of it and release. All right, let's do a little sequence. I don't know if we did this last week or not, but we'll do it this week. All right, so we're going to start off with robot arms. The shoulders are going to be back and squeezed together, and you've got your Mr. Roboto arms here at 90-degree angle. Feet firmly on the floor, and you're going to come up like this, then you're going to just rotate. You're going to squeeze in. Nothing changes in the back. You're still flat and open up. Spread the fingers out. Reach up and then make a fist. Pull down. Pull the shoulders back down. That's it. Spread the fingers. Come in again. Open out. Rotate and down. That's the whole sequence. So now we're just going to move through it on one count each movement. So it's going to move a little quicker. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We do one more. Nice. And then just shake out. All right. Now we've done a lot of work with the upper body. Now we're going to move more into the lower body. So we're going to get whatever we have. We may have a scarf, or we may have a yoga belt, a yoga strap. I'm going to use that today, but you can use, or we may have one of these bands. So whatever you have, we're going to sit up tall to begin with. We have to have whatever it is, it's going to be on our lap, like this. Sitting up tall, keep those shoulders back and down. Now just let the arms drop down, turn the palms out, and reach up above the head. Then go ahead and draw the knee into the chest, staying up tall as you can, pull it in, and start to circle your toes on your right foot. Make big circles, about 5 each direction. You might hear some little crackles in your ankle joint. That's good. And then just go ahead and grab under the thigh, extend the leg out with a flexed foot. I'm just turning to the side so you can see what it looks like. Then you're going to point the foot and draw the knee in, sitting up as tall as you can. And keep doing that. Inhale here. Exhale. Pull it in. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. This time, see if you can just hold it out there. Release the arms. Keep the shoulders back though. Firing on the quad. And then just let it go. And just give yourself a little massage on that right thigh. All right, this is when we're going to start using the band or the scarf. So go ahead and just bring it around the right foot. One end is in each hand, and go ahead and extend it out in front of you. I'm going to show you from the side. So you're trying to straighten that leg, pull the heel, push the heel forward, and then you can use the band, the belt, to roll the shoulders back and see if you can get it, rather than sitting back like this, see if you can pull yourself up nice and tall. That's it. So this is what you should look like. Shoulders down, leg is extended, and breathe. Just breathe through. Now you're going to bring both ends of the belt or the scarf into your right hand, and you're going to open the right leg all the way out to the side. The chest stays forward. Then the left arm is going to come out. You're going to go over the palm and look over the middle finger. Drop the shoulders down, opening up through the chest as much as possible. Breathe. Don't hold your breath. Now you're going to come back to the center, staying up tall. Don't let yourself sink down. Bring it into the other hand. The leg stays forward, and then you're going to twist over to the back of the room behind you, looking over the shoulder. I've got a wall behind me, so I can't extend my arm, but you might be able to extend your arm out like this. So go ahead and do that if you can, staying up as tall as you can. Take another deep breath. Come out of the twist. And now we're going to use this to come into our pigeon pose. So the ankle is going to come over the top thigh. You can just move the band back on your lap. All right, so we've been through this before. If this is too much for you, if you feel pressure on the knee or the hip here, because it's too much for you, bring it down onto something lower. I have a block here, but it could be a couple of books, and you just put your foot down like this, so you're just opening up the hip. No, just, it's the same movement, it's just a little bit easier on your hip and your knee. So if you're finding that this one doesn't work for you, that is your option. And now you want to sit up as tall as you can. So you're flat back, like you're sitting back against the wall. And then if you want, only if you want, if you feel okay, just hinging forward a little bit with a flat back to give you a little bit more stretch on that outer hip. And just breathe through it. So we don't want to start rounding our spine here. We want to lengthen still up through the crown of the head, but we just tip forward a little bit, some of us. All right, wherever you are, just come up out of it if you came forward a little bit. And now you're just going to take the foot off and you just make a couple of circles. Just to loosen up the hip here. And then, all right, now we're doing something a little bit different this week. We're going to come into Warrior 2 on the chair. So first of all, we're going to open this leg out and put it on the floor. If it doesn't reach the floor, you can put it on a block. All right, or a block. We're going to move ourselves back. We want to move ourselves back. We kind of want to have our knee over our heel here. And then if we can, normally we do this one where we're parallel, but we're going to try and open up the hip this today. So that means you want to try to extend your leg out like this, and your foot, I don't know whether you can see, is pushing down, the sole of the foot is pushing down onto the floor. So the toes are facing this way, and you're trying to push the bottom of the foot down. It may not straight open all the way, but if you can, try to straighten that leg. So this is our Warrior 2 position. Now, if this doesn't work for you, just do it like we were doing before with the hips square over there, but you're still opening the chest out to the front. So you want to open your chest towards the screen now, and then extend the arms out. And if you see you're leaning forward like this, just pull yourself back a little bit. So you're right over the center. And then just looking out over the front middle finger for your Warrior 2 position. So you're looking over towards that. That's your right wall. The shoulder is down. The shoulders are down. Your arms are extended through the fingertips. And just breathe through it. This is your Warrior 2, supported by the chair. Now you're going to bring the front palm up. And you're going to reach it up. Rather than thinking of going back, reach it up. And then just let this back hand just fall down onto the back foot. This is called reverse warrior. So you're looking up. You should be able to look up because you're supported by the chair here. So you shouldn't have any problems with balance here. And just breathing through it. Come back to warrior. Now we're going to go into side angle pose. So you're going to bring your front forearm, your right forearm, down onto your front thigh. You're keeping the chest open towards the front. Your arm is going to come out, and let's have the palm facing up. And then let's lift it over, all the way over if you can. And so you're lengthening through the whole of that left side. Extended side angle pose, supported by the chair. And then push back, come back into warrior pose. The arm comes up. Now you're going to turn the front palm to face to the screen. You're going to bring the other palm all the way up. See if you can, almost as though you're clapping here. And then you're going to pull the front elbow back, come into archer pose, like you're about to shoot an arrow out of a bow. This is called archer pose. Strong gaze over the front thumb. That's your aim. One more breath. Just come back into warrior, extend the back arm, turn the front palm down. All right, now we're going to our crescent lunge supported by the chair. So now we're going to come out to the ball of the back foot, square off our hips towards the wall. So our hips are square over to the wall. If we can, we're going to keep it extended, or if this is too much for you, come back to a 99 position, 90-90 position. We're going to bring the arms up and around for your crescent lunge. Make sure you draw the shoulders down the back, open up through the chest, lift the gaze a little bit, and just breathe through. Take another deep breath, inhale, exhale. All right, staying the same legs, the legs in the same position, just twist over to the back of the chair. Hold on to each end of the chair back with your hands and stay in the twist for a couple of breaths. Breathe through it. Inhale and exhale. Very nice. Coming out of it, come back into your crescent lunge, lift the arms up. Then let the arms float down. We're going to try and go to a quad stretch now. So bringing the knee forward. See if you can grab hold of your foot. Some of you may be able to do that. Some of you may be able to grab hold of your leggings. Or if all fails, maybe just bring your belt around your foot like this and see if you can do that. Take a few more deep breaths. And then just let go. Bring the knee forward. Just come to the front. Keeping the left foot on the floor. Extend the right leg out. Come to the edge of your chair. So you're going to go into a forward fold. I'll just show you from the side what it looks like. So you can hold up, actually bring your hands onto your left thigh, shoulders back, and start to hinge forward from the hips. So as you see, my spine is long, it's not rounded, right? So you keep coming forward with a flat back. Then eventually, when you can't go any further, then you can let it come down, release down, bring the hands down, and release the head. Take one more deep breath down here. Then bring your hands back up to your thigh. Start to lengthen from the base of the spine first. So you're coming back up, all the way up to that flat back. Once you're there, then you push yourself up in one piece, back up to sitting. And then you bend the right leg. And we're ready to start on the other side. So go ahead, get your scarf or your belt or your band and put it back on top of your lap. Sitting up tall, Keep those shoulders back and bring the arms down. Lift the arms up and around, wide V. And then go ahead and draw the knee in, left knee into the chest, and start to circle your left foot. 5 times in one direction and 5 times in the other direction. All right, stop the circling, grab hold under the leg somewhere, and go ahead and extend out, keeping the spine long. And as you exhale, draw the knee in, keeping the spine long. And do that a couple more times. Inhale, flex foot. Exhale, point the foot. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And then we're going to hold it out on the inhale. Hold it. See if you can drop the hands. Draw the shoulders back. Just hold it for a few more breaths. Breathe through the nose. Firing up that quad muscle. And using your core, engaging your core here as well. And then just let it go. Give yourself a little massage. And then go ahead and get your band. Bring it around the left foot. One end of the band in each hand, extend it out to the front of the room. Give yourself a little pull up to really get any rounding out of the back. And press that heel forward as much as you can. And breathe. All right, bring both ends into the left hand. And open the leg out to the left. Open the arm out to the right. Keep the shoulders down. And look over the right palm. Opening up through the chest fully. Extending through that leg as much as you can. Should feel nice. Breathe. And then come back to the center. Make sure you're sitting up as tall as you can. Cross it into the other hand. I'll just turn to the side a little bit. And then you're going to extend the arm back in. Look over, back towards the back hand. In your twist, you're twisting against the leg. And then just come back to the center. And we're going to our quad stretch on the other side. So remember, if you needed something to bring your foot down onto on the other side, well, it may be different on this side. Everybody's not symmetrical. You might be more flexible or less flexible on this side. So you have to adapt appropriately. And then if you're ready to come forward a little bit, go ahead and do that. That's it. And then just breathe through. All right, then just come up out of it. All right, just grab under the legs somewhere. Just do a little circle, a couple of times one direction, little circle a couple of times in the other direction. Then go ahead and open that leg out. Toes are pointing right over to the eyeball, and then you're probably going to have to move yourself back. So you want your left buttock on the chair, and you want your right buttock hanging off the chair, so that maybe you can extend this leg back and try to push the foot down on to the floor if you can. If that's not happening for you, just do this instead. And then we're all going to try and open up our chest to face the front our arms are going to come out, so our shoulders are down. We are lengthening through the fingertips. Then we're going to just look out over the front middle finger. Look out over the middle finger of the left hand. Take a few deep breaths just to feel this nice strong warrior pose. All right, now we're going to bring the front palm up and we're going to reach it up, up, up. As that comes up, the back hand just comes down a little bit. And look up to that hand. Keep the chest open, keep the shoulders down. And then come back to warrior. Now coming into side angle, front forearm comes down, keep the chest open. And lift the arm, bring the palm up, and then see if you can reach. Way over. That's it, but keep the shoulder away from the ear. Keep that chest opening. And then push back into warrior. Now we're going to go into Octopus. So first of all, bring the left palm to face. And then bring the other palm all the way up to meet it. And then we're going to pull as if we're pulling back our bow to shoot our arrow, keeping the chest open. Come back into warrior. And now we're going to come into Crescent Lunge. So now we're going to square off out over to the wall. Keep our leg back if we can, or you have to bring it in if it's too much for you. Square off the hips over to the left, and then just bring the arms up and around into your wide V for your supported Crescent Lunge. Shoulders are down, open up through the chest. Lift the gaze a little bit. Hold it. As you let the arms float down, twist over towards the back of the chair and just hold it there. Breathe. Come back up out of it. And then let the arms float down. Grab hold of something for your quad stretch. You can hold on to the back of the chair so you have support there. And just let the knee come forward before you let it go. Turning back towards the front. You can just move the band to the side. You're going to have your right foot in. We're going to do the forward fold on the other side. So left heel is down. Toes are pointed up. They're flex foot. Hands on the right thigh. Coming forward, hinging forward. And then eventually letting it go. Come out of it, bring the hands back onto the thigh and lengthen through the spine all the way from the base of the spine before you push up, back up into your, and come back into your seated pose. So now we're going to come to the edge of our chair. We're going to do our coming up and open exercise. If you were here the last 2 weeks, we kind of do this every week. So it looks like this. You're gonna from the side. I'm doing this from the side. You're going to be facing me. You're going to lean back and you try to bring your legs, knees in as much as possible, keeping the chest open. You open the legs out and you come into your wide-legged, sitting up straight position. You're not hinging forward here. Then you bring the knees back in, and then you come and sit up straight where you started. So that's the little sequence. So we're going to do it quickly now. All right, so here we go. You're going to do an inhale and exhale. Sitting up tall here. Inhale and exhale. Sitting up tall. Keep going. Try to be aware of what your feet are doing. So if you can point them, and then when you put them down lightly, rather than just popping them down on the floor. Try to be aware of every part of the body that's involved in this. This time we're going to hold this one. Hold it. See if you can let go, maybe, and open the arms out. Keep the knees drawing in and the chest open. I'm sorry, I'm on a chair on wheels, so that's why I'm moving around. Keep breathing through it. And now, open the legs out. You can use your hands if you want. And then come and sit up as tall as you can. Take this moment to roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Feet are about 45 degrees, and the knees are facing in the same direction. The palms up on your thighs, with the palms facing up. And then let's all bring our index finger and our thumb together. Close your eyes if it feels okay, and just take some deep breaths. This is called goddess pose, so this should be a strong pose. Breathe through it. You should feel grounded to the earth. But you also feel very lifted, as if you're lifting up away from the earth. All right, if your eyes are closed, just flutter them open, keeping the shoulders back. See if you can bring the hands into prayer. All right, now you're going to just hinge forward from the hips, a long spine. As far as you can without rounding the spine. Maybe you can bring your elbows inside your thighs. But you're keeping that long spine. You're trying to open up through the chest, lift the breastbone a little bit. Breathe through it. And then you can release down. So you can either keep the hands up here, come down, or bring the hands down towards the floor. Release the head down. To come out of it, let's all bring our hands back up if they're not there already, and then start to lengthen through the spine, squeeze the elbows in, and then coming all the way back up to your goddess pose. And then you can hold on to the chair if you need to, and we're going to just windshield wiper our knees down side to side like this. One more time each side. And then come back out. Come into your goddess pose. Then now we're going to do our feet. All we're going to do, you could just face in front. You don't have to look at your feet. Your toes are going to come in. Your heels are going to go in. and then you're going to come into parallel. That's it. Then we're going to go the other way. So out, in, out, parallel. Keep going. It's a little dance. One more time, in and out. Oh no, I mean, we're going to finish in. We're finishing. This is where our block or our paperback, if we have it. If you don't worry. I'm going to show you from the side. You're going to come to the edge of your chair. I'm going to bring your, just keep your hands here. Off the chair and then reach up. Then you're going to sit back down and then you're actually going to sit down on the chair and sit up forward. So that's your, so we do that a couple more times with me. Here we go. And come up. The chair will be there. As you sit down, sit up tall and let the arms float down. Let's do that a couple more times. Last time, let's hold our chair pose. Hold it. Shoulders down, chest open. And then lift up. Nice. All right. All right. Now we're doing to, how are we doing for time? Okay. Let us, so keep the chair with the back facing you. And then I'll show you from the, you're going to do this from this, facing me and where you're looking me. So you're going to step all the way back into down dog. So take a few breaths to stretch out in down dog. Bend your legs a little bit. And try to get the tailbone to come back so you lengthen through the spine. Hold your head up so your ears are by your upper arm and you're looking way under the chair. And keep breathing through. All right, just lift the right leg up a little bit and step it forward into a lunge. So your feet are on train tracks. The front leg is bent, the knee is over the heel. The back leg is, you're on the ball of the foot and you're straight. Your shoulders are back down, you're opening up through the chest. And then if you can, let's bring the opposite arm up first. And then see if you can bring the other arm up. Into your high lunge. Keep dropping the shoulders down. You can have a nice wide V if you need it, so your shoulders can drop down. All right, bring the hands down and step back into down dog. Take a couple of breaths in down dog. Go into the other side, left leg reaches up, big step forward into your lunge, knees over heel, hips are square over to the square to the front. That's it. Make sure the shoulders are rolling back and down. You open through the chest area here. Then if you can, lift one arm up and lift the other arm up into your high lunge. The chair is always there if you need it. So. One more deep breath. Then let the hands float down. Step back into down dog. Take a few breaths. All right, just walk up to the chair and Just release down. Take a breath. All right, we're just going to finish off with a little bit of vinyasa. So go ahead and turn your chair around so the chair back, the seat is facing you now. Stand behind your chair with your feet parallel and hip distance apart. All right. All right. Here we go. Inhale up. Arms circle up. As you come down, bend the legs, release down. Hands come onto the chair and you lengthen through the spine. Step back, right, left, into down dog. Your choice. If you want, come forward to a plank. Long spine. Come back to down dog. Hold it. Step back, right, left, hands on the chair, flat back. Release down, let everything go. Lift up and around. And come back to the mountain pose. I'm going to change to my stool. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Let it go. Hands on the chair. Long flat spine. Step back, left, right, into down dog. Your choice, stay here or come forward to plank in one piece. Come back to down dog. Hold it. Stepping forward, left, right. Hands on the chair, flat back. Release down, let it go. Sweep the arms up and around. And exhale. One more round and we'll just add on a little bit. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Hands on the chair, flat back. Step back, right, left. In to down dog. Just lift the right leg up a little bit. Step it forward into a lunge, just like we did before. Hold it. Now bring the hands on flat onto the chair seat. See if you can push down to the front leg and lift the back leg up into a warrior pose. Hips are square to the floor, toes are pointing down, both legs you're trying to get straight. If you can, bring the opposite arm out. So your bottom leg is the bottom of the T, and your whole body from your heel to your arm is the top of the T. Hand comes down if you brought it up. Bend the front leg, step a big step back into your lunge. Step back into down dog. Your choice, stay in down dog or come forward to plank. And then coming back into down dog, we meet in down dog. Left leg comes up a little bit, step it forward into a lunge, hips square. Hold it. Shoulders down, chest open. Hands come forward onto the chair and launching yourself up into warrior pose. Hips to square to the floor. If you want to bring the opposite arm out, go ahead and do that. Bring it down. Step back into your lunge. Step back into down dog. One last forward into plank if you want, or not. Come back to down dog. Step the left foot forward, right leg forward. Hands on the chair, flat back. Release down. Sweep the arms up and around. Bring the hands into prayer at the top. And exhale. All right, we're going to go into our Savasana. So your choice. You can sit in the chair, you can lie on your mat, or you can bring your legs up against the wall. That's all. There's 3 different options. Wherever you are, you want to try and relax. So go ahead and pick your Savasana. Close your eyes if you feel comfortable doing that. Just try and keep your shoulders back, even if you're supported by the chair. Keep the chest open. And just really try to slow down your breath now. The purpose of Savasana is also to calm your mind as well as your body. So if you start to have lots of thoughts, just try to let them go. Think of them as little clouds which are floating past you, and don't attach yourself to them. Just let them pass, let another one pass, and come back to your breathing. All right. Everybody come back to their breathing now and start to lengthen your exhale so it's longer than your inhale. Those of you lying on the floor, just bring your feet back onto the floor. And if you have your legs up the wall, bring your feet onto the wall. And then both of you guys just roll over to your side so you're resting on your side. And then you're going to push yourself up using your hands to come and sit up tall. Everybody, come and sit up tall. Just give yourself a shoulder roll up, back and down. Bring your hands to heart center on the inhale. On an exhale, take all the breath out through the mouth. And we'll finish with an Om if you want to join me. Inhale. Namaste.